Hello all, welcome to my channel. So today on AngularJS we'll be covering a topic as displaying a data with a class. Last time we have seen with a simple array and a variable. So this time we'll be seeing with the class. So what we'll do, we'll create a string array variable, then we'll create a string array, then we'll create a class, and then we'll use the ngFOR and ngIF loop for the array and the classes. So we'll go to the our application, that is display data with class. We'll go to the app.component.ts. Here I have created a title variable, so we'll just change it to the display cars. Okay, then we'll create a variable cars. Okay, so variable of array can be created with a square bracket, so we'll just add a variable here, kind of city is one car, another one is kind of Nexon. Okay, so this is how we created the array with the strings, and we have also seen that how to display it. So I will create a div, and then I will create a h1 tag simply, and with h1 we'll be displaying the title here, and with the ul tag I'm using the here ul. Okay, and inside ul I can use the li as a tag. So on ul I have to repeat the array of a car, so I'm using ngFOR, then late c of cars, and I will be just displaying the variable c here. So it will iterate through the cars, and then it will display each car. So I'm just okay cars, and I'm just starting app with ngserve and then open. So with ngserve it will compile a application, and it will start the application into your default browser with webpack. So if you make any changes at runtime, that would get displayed on your application. So display cars is there. Here is a city, here is the next one. I'm just adding one more car there with a comma separation, that is kind of a Vento. Okay, so I have saved the changes, it got compiled. If you see here, and the Vento got displayed, so that is advantage webpack is giving. So we have done it with the variable which is the cars having the string array. So what we'll do, we'll do it with the kind of the classes. So for generating a classes, go to that ng generate. Okay, class, we'll give a name as a car. Okay, so with this ng generate, it has already generated the car as a kind of class. If you see the export class car, inside that we'll again give the variable name. Okay, name would be kind of a string. Okay, we'll be using a string here. Fine, then we'll use another parameter, that is average. Okay, that will use as a kind of integer here, integer. Okay, we'll just mark it as a kind of variable here, or we'll mark it as a kind of a string again. Okay, fine, so this is got created. Then we'll create a constructor. Okay, inside a constructor we'll be giving the name and average. Okay, it is the syntax for creation of the class. So we'll mark name, we'll use this, so that variable will get assigned to this variable of class. Then we'll use this dot average. Okay, is equal to average. Okay, so this constructor got created for us. Okay, and so the class is got generated for us. Okay, so this is the syntax. If you want to see, you can see the google it onto the kind of any um, site, and if you type as a TypeScript class, you can get a lot of details that how to create a class on this and what is the TypeScript syntax. So for average it would be number, so I would be converting it to the number. So number is kind of data type getting used. So this class car classes get created. So now we have to use it with kind of uh, in our component. So in component, if I type a variable new cars, okay, again it is array. For just the array is that we have to use the variable new and then car, okay. So if you see, when I am typing a car, it is giving me the option. So if I click on that, it will import it. So if it is not giving in your browser, you have to import the car class and then you can use. With the constructor, we can pass the same name. First we'll be passing a city and then we'll be passing average as a 10, okay. Then with comma separated, again we will be adding another car, okay. Here the car name would be a kind of a polo and average is around 5, okay. So this array got created. So I want to display it, so I will just use a new cars here. Just you want to just I want to show you how it will get displayed here. So I'm just again using the curly braces and I'm putting the new cars, and if I go to the page, okay, I have to type ngSer and okay, open. So again it will get compiled and your changes would get reflected into your default browser on a default port, that is 4200, and here your changes are, okay. So if you see, it has displayed the objects but it hasn't displayed the inner details of that. For doing that, you have to go through this objects, okay. So for that, we'll be again copying this loop, okay, for example, and then I will be copying, instead of this let C, we'll be using the kind of variable n, and it is kind of new cars, okay, and we'll be typing here as n, okay. And again I am saving it and I'm again going to the page. If you see that, though I'm taking it into the variable, still it is displaying as the object. So for instead of object, if just I want to display a name, I will type n dot name, okay, and then save it, okay. If you see, now it has shown me the names. If I put it as average, okay, it will give me the average 10 and 5, right? So what I need to do, I am putting here the name, right? I'm just changing the color of it for just a display style. Color would be red, so you can identify between the class, and here I'm just putting the h1 as well, okay, here. So you can get, instead of variable, I'm directly using display data with class, okay. So you can put it into the variable and also use it. So here if you see the in a red, it is coming through the class. Now I have to put one more condition. If this is the style, I want to use a ngIF, right? Okay, inside that I will type if n dot average is greater than 5, okay, then and then only display the names. I have saved it, and if you see that CT is only got displayed, so I will go to the component.ts. Only CT is having the average more than 5. So what I will do, I will again add one more car, that is kind of Vento, having average as a kind of 6, okay. I am just saving it and it is got displayed here CT and Vento because they are passing a condition. If I again change it to the find greater than, if I change it to the less than kind of 7, okay, then what it should display, it should display Polo and Vento right now. So if you see, Polo and Vento is getting displayed. So this is how you can create a class, because when you will working on an enterprise application, you cannot declare a lot of arrays, you might need a lot of classes. So that's how you can create a classes. We have seen that Just to reiterate, with ngGenerate command, we have created a class called car. Inside that, we have created two variables, and for creation of a car class, we have used a constructor. So we can directly create an array at a runtime with a new car, and we can pass variables. And after that, we have used it to display in a for loop with ngFOR, and then with ngIF we have added a condition, so you can filter out some data. So thank you so much for listening my video. Do subscribe to my channel. I will come up with the more videos on this, so you'll get update. So thank you so much once again.